FHA Loan Program. Hey y'all, I'm Jennifer Camp and I'm with Paragon Realty out of Griffin, Georgia. And today we're going to talk about the FHA loan. Basically, it is 3.5% down on a loan. That's your down payment. And the 3.5% down basically means that you're going to pay 3.5% of whatever your purchase price is. So if you make an offer on a house that's $200,000, you're going to pay 3.5% of $200,000. So basically, an easy way for us non-math geniuses, you would put 200,000 in your calculator, times it by 0.035. And that is going to give you your down payment for an FHA loan. Who qualifies for an FHA loan? The standard is a FICO score of 580. Now, a 580 is on the low side, so you're not going to get the best interest rate, which is going to bring your payment up. You want to get as low interest as possible, so that means go in with a better credit score. I tell most people, try to get your credit score to at least a 640, and you'll get decent rates at that point. Another thing that the FHA loan program looks at is your debt to income ratio. Basically, they don't want you any higher than 43%. I'm not going to go into that very thoroughly today, but if you have major questions about that, just talk to your lender. And when you call them, you can tell them, like, I'm really worried about my debt to income ratio. Well, they'll look over all your debt and calculate the numbers for you. Just to be safe, it's better to just pay down a lot of your credit cards to 30% or lower before applying for a loan. Now, there are loan limits on an FHA loan. The maximum that they will allow you to go to in a lower cost area is $330,000 on an FHA loan. They will go up to $765,000. Now, here in Georgia, we have this county called Greene County, and they're around a lake, a super popular, awesome lake. So they're kind of like an exception. And FHA will allow Greene County to go up to $990,000. So basically almost $1 million. But that's only for Greene County. They get a special standard. So I'm going to help you out here. If you're doing 3.5% down on a $145,000 loan, basically your down payment is going to be around $5,075. Now, that is just your down payment. And if we make it a little bit higher than that, and let's say you're at $250,000 loan limit. So what would a 3.5% down payment be? You're looking at a down payment of around $8,700. So $8,700 just for your down payment. Now, that doesn't include closing costs. You have to have closing costs and home inspections, which are optional, but we encourage, and appraisal. Now, some lenders will let you even put the appraisal on your credit card just to kind of save your out-of-pocket money. But closing cost is also something that you'll need. And here in Georgia, closing cost is anywhere from 3 to 5%. It averages around 3 to 4. So I like to take, guess what? 3.5. What you would want to do is you would take those numbers that you got and double it, and that's how much you would need for the closing table. But closing costs are also negotiable. So when you're putting in an offer on a house, ask the seller to pay some of that. So that way you're not having to put everything out of pocket. So let's wrap it up a little bit. If you had a $250,000 house with a FHA loan program, then you're going to pay 3.5% down payment, which is around $8,700. That's your down payment. Then you're gonna have closing costs, again, around $8,700. So you're gonna need both of those to close on the house. Now, let's just say we asked the seller to pay $5,000 on our closing costs. So subtract that from the amount that you'll need, and then you have your total cost to close. And again, this is just estimating. It gives you an estimation. These are not exact numbers, so don't shoot me, don't hound me with comments, that's not right. I'm just estimating. That's how 3.5 of $200,000 FHA works, because you need to be prepared. You don't want to go and put an offer on a house and then all of a sudden you get the disclosure and you owe $15,000 at closing and you only have $5,000. It's not good business for any of us. So I want you to be prepared when you're closing on a home, or even when you put in an offer, because by the time you put in an offer, you're only looking at 30 to 45 days. Most people can't come up with $5,000 to $10,000 in 30 days. So if you have any questions, again, talk to a lender. And as always, make sure you subscribe to my weekly videos. Thanks, y'all. See you next time.